Thanks, man. Just depends on my tone. Like if I talk like
Hello and welcome to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. We are gearing up for the final match of the weekend. $1 million prize pool going to be awarded this weekend, Fwiz, and man, this is going to be such an incredible event.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked, man. I've lost my voice because I'm going as hard as these guys that have been in the booth screaming after they had done some clutch plays, man. The finals, the Call of Duty Championship, it does not get any better than this.
We started the weekend with over 30 teams down
that's right.
to the final two here. So much pressure on the line. So many people tuning in from around the globe.
Oh, this is a global event, and look at this. Envy up here. They're 15-1 in their last 5 games. So you got to think that there's some Envy hype going into this.
Absolutely. Of course, Complexity
For sure.
is our squad that came through the upper bracket in double elimination.
Yep.
Have not lost yet. Envy, on the other hand, an early loss in the upper bracket, dropped down to losers or lower bracket, and they have been taking out team after team after team. It has been such an amazing show.
Oh, dude, they've had their back up against the wall since the very beginning, to be honest with you.
Guys, the 2014 Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox ushers in the next generation of consoles and the future of esports. The top Call of Duty teams from around the world have fought through the regional qualifiers to find themselves in Los Angeles competing on the Xbox One for the title of 2014 Call of Duty World Champions and a prize pool of $1 million.
You get the rings, you get that trophy, and $400,000 if you pull this one out.
Absolutely. You know these gamers.
Cash money, baby.
This is the biggest moment of the year for these guys. Such a huge weekend.
Yes.
These guys have lived up to the hype. It's going to be an incredible match, but before the games begin, let's send it down to the floor with Justine.
All right, guys, this is what it's all comes down to, and for you, I mean, you've got to be pretty nervous. I mean, these are your boys up here.
Oh yeah, they are, but you know, Complexity has just been an amazing dynasty as well. You're going to see some amazing matches here between these two teams. It's just been an amazing run by Envy all the way through that lower bracket, but Complexity, you know, that dynasty, the team that's been making finals for so long now in tournaments, is waiting in the wings. I have a feeling we're going to see a big bash.
I mean, Complexity has been killing it, and anyone that I've talked to this week, their one goal was to just beat Complexity.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw that in a lot of the interviews. You know, the one question you asked a lot was, who would you like to beat the most? And you would just hear Complexity over and over. It's because these guys have brought so much intensity to Call of Duty esports and winning so many championships, and now Envy has a shot to take them down.
That they do. I'm super excited, and I know all of you guys at home are as well, so we're going to toss it over to Jessica and Golden Boy.
Guys, I am so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to see what will go down in the Xbox main stage today.
I mean, honestly, it has been an absolutely insane time here at the Call of Duty Championship, presented by Xbox, of course, and I don't even know who is going to take it. We have 2 amazing teams in the final.
It's awesome. I mean, who do you think is going to take it away from here today?
I don't know. I can't say it because, you see, I have friends on both sides. It's very difficult for me to make that decision. But Complexity is they are one of the best teams in the world. And I did say before that if Complexity makes their way to the final, a betting man would make the smart choice of picking Complexity. So I might have to go with that one.
That's a very, very sweet, awesome answer. You're a very, very nice political man.
I try. I try.
Now, who do you think's going to be taking home the trophy for that, like the whole big shebang?
All right. So obviously you're looking at the strengths here of two teams. Search and destroy game for Team Envy has been incredible.
Yeah.
On the other side, complexity, you cannot ignore the fact that they have some of the best slayers in the game.
Yep.
So if I had to pick one, I think we're going to be seeing complexity hoisting that trophy over their heads.
That's who you're choosing.
Yep, I'm going to go with that one. Hopefully my friends in Envy aren't mad at me.
All right, guys, well, you heard it here first. He's choosing complexity.
Alrighty, well, I don't think Golden Boy is wrong there if complexity continues to play like we saw them do early on our Xbox main stage. These guys have been bringing it since the very first moment in the day. And people have been letting us know. Now, earlier we were using a different hashtag for this moment.
We're on
Let's
the switch
get
up.
this one.
Switch it up.
Let's get this one trending worldwide once again. Make sure you're using the hashtag XboxCOD. We'll be showing some of the best comments in our live feed throughout the show.
I love it. We've gotten some great pictures over the weekend. We've gotten some very hysterical tweets. Some that we've shown, some we clearly shouldn't have shown and haven't, but still read. So get them out there. Use the hashtag. We'll be throwing them up.
Absolutely. Fwiz, it's been an incredible weekend. I mean, just to start this show, I have adrenaline coursing through my veins. Can't even imagine what is going through the thoughts on these players on the main stage. These guys, they're ready. A big finals coming up. But what are some of the best moments of the weekend leading up to this moment?
Honestly, my favorite highlight from this whole trip, I am impressed, maybe a little biased, that Optic again, found himself up there in the top three, a team that's been pretty inconsistent. So I was surprised by how they played it and finished there in third. My biggest surprise, though, was seeing the Australian team in the top six.
Trident T1 Daughters going huge for Australia.
So that was actually really cool to see another area of the world represented in such a big way, particularly Australia, which is kind of young in the Call of Duty esports space. They were on the come up, and to get some attention on them, I thought that was magnificent. It was fun because we were out there a couple weeks ago casting, so to see them come out here and do so well, love that outcome. And then Envy back in it again. So Envy fell short last year against Farico Impact. They finished second, which was a crazy search and destroy on Meltdown.
It went all the way to that last game.
It was nuts, and so now Envy's back in it again. There's a slight curse with Envious that they finish a lot of these big matches, national championships, second. So this is a good opportunity for them. Break the curse, and then there would be no other better team to beat to win the championship. Like it all goes through complexity, right? Like in order to break that's the real barrier.
Envy has taken down so many teams. They have one more juggernaut opponent to defeat on their way to a world title. Let's send it back down to the floor with Justine.
So, Hastro, we are now in the Xbox main stage. How does it feel to be in here?
I gotta tell you, Justine, this is the coolest main stage I've ever seen. The Xbox main stage here at Call of Duty Championships has been one for the record books. We've seen some amazing matches coming out of this booth right here. It is something of a spectacle for all the fans here in attendance and for all the fans here at home watching the players go crazy in here.
I mean, it's so intense, especially being out in the audience, because you can't hear anything that's going on inside. They can't hear anything that's going on outside, so you just have to wonder, like, what is actually happening in here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been pure mayhem here on the Xbox main stage, and it's just been the perfect setup for the players. I'm sure they appreciate it.
Speaking of the players, we are about to get them into the Xbox main stage, so I'm going to toss it back up to our boys, Puckett and Fwiz.
All right, thank you, Justine.
Hastro looks like, so just so everyone knows why Hastro's in that outfit, as I just hired him as a bodyguard.
You did.
So we got him in the CIA security outfit right there. The aviators, boom, placed here, black and white. He's looking good.
He's got our backs.
He's got our backs right now.
Appreciate that, Hastro.
You're looking good, Stro.
No, he's looking real good. But you know who else is looking good today?
Tell me.
My dude from the UK. We got Benson joining the show. Benson, you have been watching these matches with us, commentating some of the best action all weekend long.
Yep.
Now we have one final match. We got to ask you, man, first of all, do you have a prediction yourself? We got of course,
let us know.
We got
what are you
Envy,
going with?
We got complexity. Who you got here?
It's going to be tough, guys. You look at shut up, boys. you look at these two teams. Envious obviously placed second here last year, but I'm going to have to do it for it. It's going to be complexity, I think. I'm sorry to anyone that bleeds blue, but complexity is so dominant. You look at their record in the past couple of events they've attended. there's no team that deserves this more than Team Complexity. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that, right? I mean, Complexity, gosh,
Exactly,
it's like
right?
past 10, 11 events now. They've finished first or
ridiculous
second. I
record.
mean, it's a ridiculous record. So any betting man, I think Golden Boy said it best, any betting man would bet on Complexity right here.
We do have a Cinderella story, though, today. Envy, you know, they started off kind of slow on Friday. Actually didn't even win their group, but they started hot. They were able to go pretty far in that upper bracket, but the lower bracket is really where they shine. Benson, you and I cast some of their games out of Domination, Search and Destroy, and Blitz, the 3 game modes played today. What do you think is Envy's strength?
Without a doubt, Search and Destroy. Their strats in Search and their team callouts, everything about their Search and Destroy game is impeccable. And quite interestingly, that's arguably Complexity's best game type too. I mean, we saw Envy 6-0, I think it was SB, in one of the loser bracket games, and SB got a grand total of 2 kills from all 4 players, just 2 kills. And they came in the very last round. It was actually Apathy, I think. So.
And then didn't Crim6 go like 11-0 against Optic Gaming?
Oh yeah, he closed down that Optic series with an 11-0 finish.
Like, what is that?
It was Crimbot engaged, it really was.
He was not a human.
Robot mode, it really was. It was scary. But, you know, S&D definitely is going to be very close between these 2 teams. They say Search and Destroy wins championships.
That's true.
Who knows? It could go either way, the Search and Destroys. But, as I said, Complexity and Respawn, so strong.
All right, well, we're guaranteed to see at least one SND, as that will be game number 2. Benson, thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you a bit later. Fwiz, we are gearing up, ready to go.
I'm juiced up, man.
Our phones are blowing up right now. Predictions everywhere. I know Envy, the boys in blue, have so much fan support in this one. Complexity earning a lot of respect from a lot of newcomers tuning into the Call of Duty scene. Both of these teams have really just shown off why they are the best players from around the world.
Yeah, I like, you know, Complexity is they're kind of a polarizing team. You either love Complexity or you hate them, because you've got personalities on there like Crim6, like Aches, who is a very polarizing person himself. And then you've got Envy, who really are, much like Optic, a darling team. Everybody loves Envy. You know, they've been a team around for a long time. So here's a shot at the upper bracket, kind of the road and how we saw Complexity get where they got today to face up against Envious. And it was quite the ride there, but they've handled all of their opponents with relative ease. You know, Xfinity Gaming, who was pretty impressive, all things considered, going in there. They beat TCM off their group play, but Complexity running through Xfinity, running through FaZe, beating out Optic Gaming, which was a close series to get here in the championship battles.
Absolutely. You can just see that run from Cole. On the other side, it was much tougher for Envy. They ran into strictly business early on, but here you can see through that lower bracket, Envy going up against TK, that 3-0 there from Envy. Then they went up against Epsilon. Vex Revenge went down next, and then the Australians this morning. Envy from there went up against SB all the way to get to this main stage. They took down Optic Gaming in our most recent matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give Envy a ton of credit. The bracket that they've had to go through, the matches that they've had to play, were incredibly difficult to get to this finals. And then on top of that, like I said earlier, not only was that a difficult road for obvious reasons to get to the finals, but they go 15-1 in their last 5 games. Like, that's a very impressive stat here in the championship, and you've got to love that feeling going into the finals.
So much confidence from the boys on Envy, but you know the guys on Cole are equally excited. If you don't know who this team is, let's take a minute to get to know Complexity.
Overall experience and mentality we have as a team, all the confidence we have, no other team can match up with us. Tournaments like these with such a high prize pool, that's when you see who can handle the pressure, who's the best players, who can clutch up with $1 million on the line.
To prepare for this tournament, we played about 5 to 7 hours a day, every day. If you can communicate and stay committed and work together and try to get better as a team, great things can happen from that. You have to be around people you enjoy being with, because that is one of the biggest keys to success, and it really helps with teamwork in game, which is one of the biggest things in competitive Call of Duty.
We've had the same core 3 teammates for about a year now, and we've done nothing but have success. We're the best team here. No one's going to beat us, period.
All right, that Complexity squad, the juggernauts of Call of Duty. Since last Call of Duty championships, these guys have been doing nothing but advancing to to the grand finals. They've won 8 of their last 10 appearances.
Yeah, I mean, this is an impressive squad. It's kind of been, the past year really has been all about complexity. After, like you said, after the championship, after you kind of saw Farico Impact fall out, because they were, you know, they were winning all those events going up into the championship, won that, and then it was really the start of the complexity dynasty at that point. And then you've got TP and Aches, which is an incredible duo. How many championships? I think they're like 13 championships.
Way too many.
Yeah, I think this is going to be 14 if they pull this one out. But Envy in the way, trying to change all of that luck.
And of course, you do have a returning world champion. Karma was on that Farico Impact squad, so he is looking for back-to-back titles.
2 rings.
He is looking for it. Will they get it? Right now, down on the floor, we have my man Golden Boy with Cole.
All right, so I'm here with one of the owners of Complexity, Jason Lake. You were here last year, if I'm correct, right? Cheering on your boys?
Yeah, we really enjoy this event and really appreciate Activision, Infinity Ward, Xbox, and all the people that it takes to put it on. This is a showcase of esports, and we're all about esports, and we just want to say thank you to all the people that worked really hard to put this event on.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's been an incredible weekend here. Big shout out to everyone again. But now you got your boys, Complexity. They have been one of the most dominant teams in all of competitive Call of Duty as far as I can remember. And they're going into this one against Envy. I know that's a team that you definitely respect very well. But I got to ask you, did you get a chance to talk to them beforehand and be able to, I guess, get in their heads and see what's going on?
I mean, the biggest thing is just staying calm in a situation like this. Most people at home don't understand the difference of playing at home and playing on a stage like this, and that's really what, you know, separates the true professionals. And on behalf of everyone in Complexity, I just want to say how honored we are to be playing the boys in blue. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Hastro and what he's done for the Call of Duty esports scene. We're just honored to be here and looking forward to some good games.
Now, speaking of the game, you know, I know who you're rooting for. Honestly, it'd be very awkward if you weren't rooting for your boys. But I guess I got to get your prediction on the round score.
I think it's going to be really close. I could see Envy taking his first 3 maybe, and maybe 3-2 at the end. What Mike has done with that team through adversity is nothing less than fantastic. And good luck, have fun. We're excited for the match.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. Back to you.
All right.
GLHF, man, and the famous red tie right there. Love
Always.
it. Always, Jason.
Always that
always.
Complexity tie.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, Complexity, the Juggernauts, have been cruising through the upper bracket, but we got a team that has been making waves through the lower bracket. Let's meet the boys in blue.
People don't tend to recognize our team as the most talented or the most skillful. They tend to recognize us as the ones who work together the best. The thing that makes our team great is our attitudes and our teamwork.
The game's evolved to where the pace of the game is picking up a lot quicker. The only way to adapt to that is being a more team-centric team rather than an individual play.
Our team really doesn't have that standout player, which is kind of the unique thing.
If your team revolves around one player and that player doesn't perform at the time, then obviously your team isn't going to win very often. So
we have multiple players, like Nameless, for instance. He's a veteran player. Mert is another veteran player, multiple championship winner, and Rambo is just another multiple championship winner. And a lot of teams underestimate us, but we bring a lot to the table.
The man of our team, I guess you could say, is Rambo. He's a bit of an older one.
Rambo is probably the best leader in the game.
He's just like the COD father. Like he literally teaches me a lot.
Call of Duty is like a game of chess to me in my head. Everyone thinks it's just about running around shooting a gun, but there's a lot that goes behind the scenes to what a player's thinking when he's playing the game. Always trying to be a step ahead of what's going to happen next.
We're constantly talking strategy, getting on the same page. My teammates are some of my best friends. We get along very well.
We actually all 4 live in a team house in Greensboro, North Carolina. We wake up, we see each other, we work out together, we go and we game 6-7 hours a day. We scrim, we play league matches, and it's very intense.
Probably a month before a tournament, we'll turn it up, study film, similar to other sports. We have a notebook full of pages on other teams.
It just comes with a lot of dedication to it. Just make sure you always bring 100% heart.
The biggest misconception about gamers is that we're all lazy, we have no work ethic.
The fact that they think pro gamers just sit on their ass and play video games all day when it's really completely the opposite for most of us.
Our rivals probably right now is Optic Gaming. I just got dropped from them, so I want payback. I'm sure Rambo does as well. And they're the team we need to beat to go to the Call of Duty Championships. But as long as we play our game and play how we know how to play, we should be able to win.
With this team, this core team that we have now, I'm really happy with how things have been going. I like our chances, to be honest.
Hey everybody, I'm here with the general manager of NVUS, Tyler Thompson. Now, what will it take for your team to win today?
They're just going to have to keep doing what they've been doing all day. I mean, they've had a long, hard haul through the losers bracket, and we played some tough teams, and obviously if we got a tough team to play here.
Now, what would it mean for them to take home the trophy?
Oh, it would be big, you know, the curse, to break it.
Do you guys have a special area set up for it already?
Oh, we'll find somewhere. So, yeah.
Maybe a mantle above the fireplace in somebody's house?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right, well, back to you guys, Puckett and Fwiz.
All right, thank you, Jessica.
Ooh, I'm ready. That video, it's true. I mean, understandably, Merck and Rambo, you know, they want to get against Optic Gaming, and that was a really amazing match that they fought really hard to go through that squad.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of crazy that was all, you know, they did that video before that match ever happened, too, and that it ultimately did end up that way. It was pretty crazy.
That was incredible. If you guys missed the series, it was one for the ages. But Envy, really, I don't think a lot of people expected them to be here and to be looking as strong as they are gearing up for this finals, Fwiz. I mean, you look at this squad, and there's really no superstar, no super bright light on this squad. Study, of course, can go off at any moment in the slaying category, but I think Merck said it best. We are just a team that works together, and that's how they get the W.
They're all selfless players. That's what I really like about Envious. They all want to make sure they play the objective. They think about one another. You know, I like that they're a tight-knit group. I studied kind of the young guy on this team here. It's been a great opportunity for him to be on here, and I think he's contributed a lot with this team, you know, being young, being energetic, and obviously being talented.
Rambo fell just short last year, looking for a world title. Guys, it is enough for the pre-show. Are you ready to meet your finalist?
Oh, that's crowd. Let's go. Come on.
It's time. Let's bring out the squad that has been dominating the scene since Call of Duty Ghost was launched. Let's bring him out. It's Complexity, the Captain Aches, the loudmouth. He is not afraid to tell you what he's thinking and back it up with his gameplay. He is joined by one of the best OBJ players in the business, the returning world champion Karma, and of course, Crim 6, better known as the Crimbot.
And TP, man, I love this TP and Aches duo here. Two of the probably one of the greatest duos in the history of Call of Duty, with how many championships they've won together. I love that squad. Very, very talented. But now, the boys in blue, Team Envious, and they've got a lot of fans here rooting for them, wanting them pulled out. And there's the young man himself, Study, leading out the squad. And you got to wonder, where's the rest of that Envy crew there? Study, did you lock them all up back there or something?
Study, one of the nastiest snipers we have seen this weekend, absolutely locking it down in all of the search and destroys, but he is backed up by some incredible selfless teammates. There you see Nameless. Nameless going so big today, probably the best tournament I've seen out of Nameless in his Call of Duty career.
Oh, dude.
Ripping up two-piece, three-piece, one after another, and then the veteran, Merck. He's been in a position to compete for that $400,000 title, and last time he did it, he won it, Fwiz.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a fellow Ohio brother, too, man, so hold it down. And then you've got Rambo. a great leader for this team. He's got a ton of experience in the history of Call of Duty, and I know he's ready. These guys are pumped up for the opportunity to take on for $400,000 in first place here for the championship.
You gotta love Rambo. You saw the disappointment on his face last year when they lost that round 11 to Farico Impact, and they were eliminated from that tournament.
Oh, that was tough.
This is his chance for redemption, his chance to become a world champion for Call of Duty. They call him the old man. A lot of the guys over there in the UK just giving him stuff for being a little bit older.
He's like 20,
24, 25 years old,
he's like
but he has been
24.
gaming for years.
Yep.
Call of Duty has been his title since the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, Rambo won, I think the first really time we got to cast a big match was 2009, the Call of Duty 4 National Championship, where extravagant, that Rambo and Big Timer team, Dodgers and Sharp, pulled out. So he's been around for a long time through a lot of different Call of Duty titles, and here he is, still getting at it. New Call of Duty Ghost and new championship, and he's going to try to win it all.
Absolutely. The two teams getting geared up for our last match of the weekend. One team will leave that Xbox main stage as world champion. The other settling for $200,000.
Yeah, it's rough life when you have to settle for $200,000, isn't it? There's a good feeling just walking into that Xbox main stage, just knowing that no matter what, you personally have a $50,000 paycheck. That's a good feeling. Now you got clearly more money on the line, but there's just the bragging rights to win something like this big, an international stage, means everything for these guys. Merc was talking about in a video how many hours they play a day. A lot of these people that might be watching Call of Duty that don't know about Call of Duty esports, this isn't just like they pick up the controllers on a weekend and start playing. These guys devote everything to this, their livelihood, everything that they have going for them, 6-7 hours a day that they scrimmage and they battle out. There's a reason why they're the top players. There's a reason why we see some of the same faces year in and year out. It's the dedication that they put towards the game.
This is their career, Fliz.
It is, man, and obviously it's a good income, especially if you're able to finish first place here.
It's a good time to be in the esports business. One of these two teams will be crowned champion. Cannot wait to get this match started, but we should talk a little bit about the format. Of course, This is the final match in a double elimination bracket. Complexity has not been touched. No one has taken them out. However, Envious does have a loss. So the first series is a best of 5. If Complexity wins 3 in the first 5 games, it's over. Yep. They are crowned world champions. However, if Envy is the first to 3, we're going to expand to a best of 11, where it'll be the first team to take 6.
And the line of thinking behind that is, if you're new to this, is Envious was in the losers bracket, whereas Complexity stayed in the winners bracket. So Complexity never lost the match, but because Envy's lost the match in the bracket, that's why they've kind of got to do more in order to win it. Just to explain it to some of the people that might not be familiar with the system. But we've done enough here. We've introed the teams. We've shown the videos. We've got all the predictions in. Let's get some gameplay and kick this bad boy off.
All right, so with every best of 5, we're going to kick things off with a domination, and here is a look at the map. We're going to Strike Zone. This is the smallest map in the domination rotation, so we'll see who has that up-close, personal business to attend to. I think we're going to see all kinds of knives in this game. Karma showing off his reaction time. Merc so fast with that melee as well. Of course, when you get up, you're going to want to go for that melee instead of the shots because...
Yeah, of course. If you got that quick reaction, you go ahead and get him with a quick knife. So, yeah, Domination Strike Zone, you said, a very fast-paced, small map, so you immediately get into gunfights right away. You're going to see, for obvious reasons, more SMGs out. Some of these teams might run just 4 SMGs. A big strategy here will be capturing A and C and actually holding the team in B. You don't really see that in other domination maps and modes. Usually it's you've got your home base of A and C and there's a battle for B. This will see a little more of the battle for A and C as teams try to contain the other squad in the B flag. So as these guys are going to kick this map off, get things going, you can see the intensity in this Complexity squad. They're focused.
The crowd is ready to get this one started. Before the games begin, let's hear it from the captain of Envy as we take a look at this video from Merc.
So when you're trying to become a professional gamer, it's pretty difficult to get to that known status or that professional status. So there's a bunch of websites to kind of up your reputation, to play online tournaments, to get to know the community. And that's the way I did it, and that's the best way to do it, is there's websites, you play online, you can compete versus other people, and you just build up that reputation and go from team to team, hopefully better team to better team, which is what I did. And then I just competed with my friends who I met online and just kept getting better. Our team really doesn't have that standout player, which is kind of the unique thing. A lot of these teams have these one players that are so much better than everyone else. The youngest player on our team, Jeremy or Studdy, he's kind of, I guess you could say, our standout player. He just, is brought up, just got new to this team. And when you're such young talent, you have such, such skills and such high quality skills and such fast reaction time. And he brings a new caliber to the table. So it's like our goal to, really develop him as a player and as a better teammate. But if you had to pick an all-star or an MJ for our team, it would have to be Studdy.
Merck, the veteran at just 20 years old. This guy has been in the business. He's been bringing it for a while. And Fwiz, I know you cast this guy at COD XP back when the $1 million prize pool started.
He's won a $1 million tournament before that Call of Duty's done. There's been 3 of them with XP, the World Championship last year, and this year Merck has gotten one under his belt with that Optic Gaming squad. No doubt about it that he wants to do it with Envy. After the fallout with Optic leaving there, he really found a home with Envy, which was a big thing for Merck. And he's come a long way here to be on this main stage and play against Complexity. And it's all coming down to this, man. The reality of being that close again to be somebody that has won 1 million. So it's either Karma that's going to be the second time they've won $1 million tournament, or it's going to be Merck for the second time they've won $1 million tournament.
So awesome.
That's
just
awesome.
20
One of
years
these guys
old.
will. Yeah,
One of these guys under 21, and they're about to win their second $1 million tournament. Complexity versus Envy here on our Xbox main stage. Fwiz, we got some predictions from Golden Boy. We've heard some other predictions. I want to hear yours. Just speaking about this first game, Domination is a game that Envy was struggling with on Saturday, but today looking so much stronger as Nameless has been going off.
Yeah, although Envy's 15-1 right now, and that's when you're thinking about your prediction here, you would be remiss to not, factor that into the equation here, but I'm going to actually go with Complexity on this one. However, the X factor is if you see Nameless and Studdy just tearing it up, or Nameless does some of these crazy chains of 2 or 3 pieces that he's been stringing together in every single game mode all weekend, that could turn around and be very inaccurate quickly.
We're down to the final 20 seconds before this game kicks off. Crim6, Aches, TP, and Karma for Complexity going up against Nameless, Merck, Studdy, and Rambo from Envious. Here we go, kicking off the action. Strike Zone Domination. The man on your screen is Crim6 from Complexity. And last time Crim was on your screen, he went 11-0 to defeat their opponents in that upper bracket final.
Go ahead, make sure you use the hashtag XboxCOD. Let us know, hashtag Complexity or hashtag Envious, as Crim6 picking up a kill right off the get-go.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, looking real good off the start here as they're going to try to pull this B flag.
Right off the break, you're going to see Crim, Aches, and Karma picking up kills. Crim6 is going to get B control, early flag domination here by Complexity. But the key here on Strike Zone is all about the rotation. What are we going to see from these squads, Fwiz?
Well, look, now that they've got B, they got to make sure that they maintain A or C. The last thing you want to do is get, stuck in here at B. So Crim6 is going to know that. He's going to be the one holding down B. Finally gets taken out. The voting poll, very back and forth as we're seeing they're coming in. Complexity and Envious battling this one out. Envious looking like they're starting to win in the poll, but Merck winning it in the gunfights at B as he's finally taken out. Almost able to capture that, but I do believe he got the neutralize on it.
Over at A, you have, it looks like that Studdy trying to move over to Merck, but right now Studdy actually pushing through Kitchen is going to double back and go to B. They do have a player in the back, Studdy trying to distract for him. Will they be able to break in for Envy? Doesn't look like it. Nice shutdown here from Crim6. Again, he's already 5-1. Now, Fwiz, we should talk a little bit about this Oracle mode. A lot of people in the audience were confused earlier. Oracle mode, of course, is a tool built in by Infinity Ward specifically for esports. We are able to see where opponents are on the other side of walls. They will be outlined by orange. of course, the players, this is what they're seeing, just what's in front of them on the map.
No, it's good to explain that for especially some of our new viewers out here. Oracle allows you to be able to see where players are coming in. It allows us to see what kind of engagements happen. So that's the orange glow that you'll see around the opponents as we jump on board with Karma. He's going to try to get in this B. Shots fired, take somebody out, but Study with a Semtex picks up the kill on board with Merc here as it looks like he's going to be able to secure this. No, just falls short as it's a complexity player, Crim6, that comes in and takes it. Nameless trying to get that redemption kill, picks it up, and now looks like he should be able to secure this B, and he indeed does have it.
So far, it's been a battle for B, 38-25. Envy trailing, but trying to make up some lost ground. A is going to be taken, though, and they know, don't even fight for it. Let's just rotate over, steal complexity, C flag. I like the strategy here, but we're going to need some big kills to B. Study's got to defend this, and he does. Nice
Study!
2, and the 3-piece.
Merc killed him.
Merc shut him down, his own teammate. Wow,
that was
Study
so
went
dirty.
Huge there.
Yeah, that was so dirty, and he picked up that 3-piece with such finesse. Study making it happen here. He's trying to be the young champion going through complexity.
Yeah, and if you weren't aware of it before the games began, now you can see it is friendly fire is turned on, of course, and Rambo off to a very slow start. That was actually just his first kill. He's been the rotator, and he has been losing all of his slaying battles to Cole. I want to see what's going wrong, because right now, Study is ripping it up. There's another 2-piece in your kill feed.
Yeah, Rambo, clearly, he's struggling right now. He's got to get it together. However, Study, with some of the impressive plays he's been doing, is picking up the slack. But Merc and Nameless obviously contributing as well. 48-50, only a 2-point difference here with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the half.
Down goes Nameless. Rambo is going to be cleaned up again as Aches is starting to heat up. Now 13-8. That grenade will take him down, while Karma also right there with him in the slaying column. 14-7. Karma fighting for B all by himself is now going to get some support here from TP. Phenomenal teamwork and communication being shown here by Complexity.
And Karma does pick that one up. There's 3 Envy players that all pushed in, so it was short-lived, as now Merc's going to make sure he can get in there. He's got to fight TP. Does pick him up. However, Aches comes in, takes out Merc. Rambo continuing to struggle here in the first half.
Rambo's going to need to step it up, but look at the rest of these boys. Merc, Nameless, and Study going big with these M-Stars, unable to get A with Study. More kills going down as Aches picks up the 2-piece. Nameless now has to defend C to prevent a 3-cap.
Nameless, he's been, honestly, Nameless has played wonderful Call of Duty all weekend long, making a big name for himself. If you didn't know about him before, you sure know about him now, as he's going to try to make a push in here, get the B, shots being fired, picks up a kill, takes out Karma, going to throw another magazine in here, and takes out TP as well. Nameless on fire here.
Continuing on for Merc, it looks like down low as well, and it looks like we have Nameless just rotating through the kitchen. No one's going to be challenging B, so Nameless is a floater here. He sees that C is taken. His teammate going for A. He's going to try and go back, get this C control once again. Nice headshot there on Crim6. No challengers. His teammate pushing forward. The more players you have on the flag, the faster you capture it.
And Ray able to get a kill there, but not going to do anything with this zone. So Complexity off to a good start here in the first half. 80-70. So nothing too big. Envy doesn't have to sweat too much. Only a 10-point game for Complexity going in the second half. If you're not familiar how this works for domination, we play both sides here for 5 minutes. We'll carry over the point difference in here. So Complexity will go into the second half of this game with a 10-point lead.
And we should take a moment to explain why we do that here in competitive esports. Yes. Of course, the map's not always symmetrical. One side naturally is going to have an advantage no matter how you look at it. Yep. So to create an even playing field, we're going to do 5 minutes on each side. We're going to switch it up, but first, we should take a look back at what happened in those first 5 minutes as we take a look at our scoreboard. Aches, 18-11, the captain leading with his gameplay. Also a capture there, and Crim6, 14-10 with 4 very important captures. He was there to lock down B, had several major plays inside the bar.
Yeah, so, and look, even though we talked about Rambo struggling, I was really impressed by what Merc, Nameless, and Study were able to do to make it only a 10-point difference. They basically kept themselves in the game with some of their play, and Study's 3-piece was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's making a montage over there.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like side number 2 is ready as we're going to get ready to go at it for 5 more minutes here on Strike Zone. Game number 1, a 10-point disadvantage for Envy. They're going to have to claw back in this one. We'll see who is the player to watch in your opinion, Fwiz.
I'm going to go, well, I kind of want to stick with Aches just because Aches was doing so well. And, you know,
18-11 is pretty good.
A very vocal leader. But I want to switch back over to Nameless at some point in the second half there. He's been so exciting to watch all weekend. So those are kind of my 2 players I'm watching on both these squads.
Nameless and Aches, Fwiz's players to watch. Let us know. Use your hashtag XboxCod. Tell us, who do you think is our player to watch? We'll try and showcase some of your favorite pro players. Nameless and the boys from Envy are going to spawn over here outside the pro shop. On the opposite side of that pro shop, we have Crimp6, Karma, TP, and Aches ready to go battle once again. Looking through, I think it's all MTARs. No, a Remington being pulled out here by Study to get it started. Let's jump on board with Aches to kick off our action, Fwiz. And do you think he's going for the bar, or is he going for the kills up top?
I think he's going for the kills up top, man. I mean, he's so aggressive player right now. You kind of just got to let Aches go out and do his thing here. But he catches a quick stun right off the get-go in the pro shop. And now Aches trying to fight out of there, but gets taken out. That's going to be Nameless. That knocks him down as we switch on board with TP. TP just kind of hanging back here on his home flag, protecting that.
I think he was expecting someone to push through that pro shop, realizes they won't, calls it out to Karma. They're going to be pushing bar. Can Karma handle this?
Let's see if he's able to do it. Karma does pick up a nice kill, taking out Study here, but finally drops at the hands of Merc.
More players pushing in. TP trying to stay alive. Pre-firing. Has no idea where they're going to be coming from. Merc poking around that corner is going to get the kill. Let's go over to Envy now as their captain has just secured B. 2 flags to 1 now. The score, that deficit starting to be overcome as they'll be getting 2 points for every 5 minutes as opposed to just 1 point from Cole. But it's going to take a while here for these guys to mount a major comeback if Cole keeps slaying like they did in that first half.
Yeah, and they're already losing the B bar here. Rambo trying to get in and make something happen there. He does pick up a kill on Crimp6 as he's going to backpedal. It looks like he's going to try to grab this C flag and hold this for himself.
Rambo's going to grab C. Has a teammate up top watching him. Nice setup here on the defense. When you see Merc helping out, there's a fantastic grenade. One more player coming down the stairs. Merc with a nasty 2.5. Couldn't make it. 3 kills. And now it's going to be up to Nameless to keep C in this Envy control. Merc continues to go here. 5-3-2. And I'd love to hear what the captain is saying. Let's throw to a listen in with Envious.
Kitchen and push up. Probably flanking us. Who is? Oh yeah, he's there. I got it. One more, front, chip first. He's got your help, nice. Stay up, help him. They're at area. Stay up. One was top middle. I'm here where you at. Hey, stunned on A, one guy's in front of you. One shot. Stunned on A. One shot B. Kitchen. He's gonna go back out. He's gonna be top middle, I'll hold B. Push B. I mean, push C. I'll take kitchen. Top C. Dude, he's already at statue. One was here. One statue. Where are we going? Do that. Let's go see. There's a guy here though. Might spawn here. He's right here. Next to nice. One shot. Two there. I knew they were gonna spawn there. Push out A. Split too much. Don't go A if we're going to. That's fine. Guys, closet. I'll get him. One's in closet. One top. Top spawn kill. Nice. I'm one shot. One top B. Top B. We're gonna get some kills. They're live in B. I'm here. Gotta get this one. Go big as you. One shot on B. Come on, boys. Come on. Nice. Good win. Stay alive, man. They're gonna be on you. One shot on B. Get in. You gotta switch clutch gunfights, guys. We gotta start clutching up. One shot. Don't let it.
Man, that was tough to watch. You can hear the frustration from Envy there. They just could not shut down the slaying here from Complexity. And Karma, man, he hasn't had to get into too much action. Just 5 and 7, 3 captures though. He has been patrolling this bar area, but before anyone can get to him, Aches is taking them down.
You know, look, they can still do something about it here. It's 64-46, essentially, to help you guys out with the mouse. 18 points here, 1 minute and 30 seconds. But if you're Envy, you've got to turn it on right now, and you've got to make it happen here quickly. But again, Complexity just being such strong slayers in that category with both Crimp6, Aches, and TP all in the double digits.
Aches knows that there's a player on C, baits him, trying to get the shots under the truck from Study. Won't be able to get the kill with Study, but Rambo's here to back him up. Nameless now needs to come in for C, down to the last 65 seconds in the game.
And And there you have it. Nameless gets taken out here as we jump on board with Merc. Merc trying to get some shots off here as he will retreat. 55 seconds left on the clock. 70-54 here in the second half. Again, account for the 10-point lead that Complexity does have. Merc gets taken out. And now we're going to jump on board with Study. He's been a man this whole game, but really actually the second half kind of struggling, not as hot as he was the first half.
Man, Fizz, I think Cole is ready to shut this one down. Who do you want to watch here in the final 30 seconds from Complexity?
I mean, you might as well put it, yeah, Aches. I mean, I know I started off with that, but he's good timing.
Good call, Fizz,
yeah,
good call.
There it is as he picks up a two-piece. And now trying to go for another one. Shots being fired. Gets kind of turned on by Rambo as he was able to pick up the kill. Study with a knife kill on TP. As now Karma trying to get some shots down too, see if he can, but gets taken out by Merc.
Meanwhile, Crim's like, I'll grab another flag here to pad the stats at the end. Final 5 seconds. This one is over. TP, the OBJ continuing to go positive. Karma going even. Crim 6 +3 at 15 and 12, but no one better than Aches in that game. 18 kills on the first side,
Nameless.
19 on the other side.
Nameless looked really good. He's got to get his squad together, man. He's got to get these guys on the same page.
Right.
Yeah, you're frustrated if you put up 20 kills like that, 2 captures, and get blown away like that. And Ray, look, they go into search and destroy game, they're going to feel a little bit better, especially if they can pull this one out, because they did not do well in the run and gun category here.
And that's been a game type that Rambo has been very good at all weekend long, is search and destroy. But here in domination, this was Cole from start to finish. You can see Crim 6 with some phenomenal shots. That kill feed always blew when Crim 6 and the boys were off the break. But here on the second side, there's that 3-piece from Study, so nasty. But Aches, man, dropping 18 in our first 5 minutes, 19 in the second 5.
Yeah, Aches was definitely the guy. Look, he's got a lot of pressure because Aches is always running his mouth, always talking that crap, so he's got to step up and play top level every single time.
So here we go, 1 in the books. Complexity, they just need 2 more, and they will be world champions. Envy, they're going to try and battle back in game number 2. Fizz, is this the Cole you expected?
Yeah, I think this is, they're so dominant. I kind of expected this coming out of them on this strike zone domination here. However, Envy's got a good opportunity to take a search and destroy game right here. This is, they're a good S&D team. And to stop that kind of complexity and momentum, you can't just go into the finals and get 3-0, right? So your best opportunity is putting one on the board here in S&D. Envy's got to get their mind right on that.
What were your stats coming into this one? Envy was like 15 and 1?
They were 15 and 1 after 5 games. They're 15 and 2 now after 5 matches. So they're 15 and 2 being on their 6th match here. So they're slowing down after that game.
Hey, doesn't matter. They could get one back. Still
Absolutely,
an impressive
absolutely.
stat. Envy, Cole, Search and Destroy will be game number 2. But before we get to that, we need to welcome former U.S. Marine Silver Star winner, top UFC fighter, and WEC light heavyweight champion, current CEO of Hire Heroes USA, Brian Stan.
Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. It is getting intense down here. Take a look. I mean, that's an intimidating trophy over my shoulder right there. And I want to take a second and just thank the entire Call of Duty family for you guys making this year mission and veteran employment being so important to you guys. I spent a lot of time in the Marine Corps, and I could tell you through my experience, I've met some of the most smart, passionate, and hardworking men and women. But sadly, so many of them, it's sad to see those people out there that refuse to see the potential in these men and women that serve their country when they return to civilian life. See for yourself through this great video we put together. Hey, powerful stuff. We're talking about the men and women who do this stuff for real. They're coming home now. They fought for us. Let's make sure we fight for them. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all your efforts today and get you guys back to the action.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
There it is.
Some moving stuff, man. Get on your phone right now. Text Job for Vets 41444. Send that in to donate by credit card. Every little bit helps, and such a great cause here, the Call of Duty Endowment.
Yeah, and Activision is matching donations as well. So please get out there and put in, send the message 41444. Jobs for Vets in the body, and the rest will take care of itself there.
All right, so 1 game down, Complexity up in this final.
Yeah.
Envy's going to need to dig deep here on Search and Destroy if they want to answer back. We saw Nameless starting to heat up in that second side. Study opened up very hot. for Envy, but this has got to be all 4 of them on point. Search and destroy. I mean, it's kind of been their secret to success. They've won all of their game 5s in that lower bracket to make it through. They've been up and down in the respawn game modes, but really this is what they consider their strength.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, if you guys have been watching all weekend, Nameless has done some incredible things on Search and Destroy. I mean, we saw them get this crazy 3v1 with the bomb down and just knock things out. So I really believe in Envious for this matchup. So I think we're going to go into game number 2, and I think Envy's going to tie the series up. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I think, Puckett.
You're feeling it?
I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling the boys in blue for game number 2, and I'm feeling Nameless to kick it off. Let's see how it all goes down.
Now, this is Freight Search and Destroy, one of our favorites to watch here. Sniper's going to be in play. Lots of good rushes.
Yeah, okay, some solid A pushes. Smokes come out, and you see, you know, that fast plant. You can't use it every time, but when you pull it out, it works. It works often.
Always, and
always.
We'll see.
At least in my mind,
it's been pretty solid so far today. And remember, last time we saw Complexity play this game mode, it was versus Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming took them out in round 11 of that S&D to win it. But Complexity later won that series, and now they have a second chance here on the same map. I want to watch Crim6 because last time he was in a Search and Destroy, the man went 11-0.
Yeah.
11-0.
11-0. Unstoppable. I think it was a Search and Destroy on Warhawk. That was against Optic Gaming. So Crim6, well, that was a phenomenal performance by him as we're going to jump on board with him and see how this team's going to get off the get-go. I think they've got a 4-man stack on crates. You got to wonder if they're pushed right through red or how they're going to play this one out here.
Now, when they did this 4-man push, they went right through red the first time. A slower push here against Envy. TP is going to go across. The reason for that, trying to pull the reticle from the opponent, and you see Eggs is going to clean up too. Nameless answers back with a sniper rifle, looking for that player top red. Complexity already all over the map. TP's going to be planting the bomb, and Eggs is ready to challenge Nameless in the back.
Oh, Nameless taking care of Eggs as now TP does get the bomb down 2v2 situation. TP going to sit by this bomb. Does get out, but he gets taken out, so Crim6 all alone needs to make sure no one gets the defuse. He does pick up a kill on Nameless and now has to buy time.
One-on-one here. Stunny is going to get taken down with the headshot from Crim6. Crim picking up 2. Eggs with the first 2 bloods, and we are going to see Complexity win their
2 down earlier. It was a 4v2, and I thought they were going to come back.
Yeah, Nameless 3 kills in that.
Yeah.
He got the sniper. He was doing it with the MTAR, chasing down TP as well after that bomb was planted. A solid round from him, but Crim6 is not going to give up that easy in a one-on.
Now switching back on the offensive side of things, we are going to go in the eyes of Rambo here, who's got your bomb in tow. Let's see how they're going to play this one out. Looks like they're going to go a little bit slower, see if they can get a pickup. Karma.
Can I watch my dude Study?
Again. My goodness.
Study's got this sniper, but look at this. Already a player inside their base. That is going to be Eggs. Will he be able to spot his opponents? There's one underneath him in white. He's going to see him. Here's the battle, and it's won by Rambo. The bomb carrier is now able to push up 2 down already for Cole. Just Crim and TP left alive.
So Rambo just now going to replenish his health here. He's got 3 buddies to help him out here with only TP and Crim6 up for the Complexity squad. They've got a favorable position here as they're going to try to move in and get this bomb down here on board with Merc. Just waiting to see if anybody pops out red, switching over to Nameless on the middle of the map. He too is trying to get somebody to see if anybody will make a mistake in the second floor red. There is somebody right there, but I don't think he knows anybody's in that building yet.
No, he has no idea. Checking it with the thermal scope so he can see through that smoke. Incog probably on, and Nameless is actually going to get picked. It looks like no. Nameless is going to answer back on Crim. And now Nameless continues to impress 4-1 as he is going to finish out the round. TP going down at the end. Study and Merc so strong. What a finish here.
Yeah, Nameless playing great, but Karma's got to stop getting picked off. He got picked off by Study that round. He died early in the round before then. They need him to stay up here. It's going to be big for them if Complexity is going to try to grab another round.
Let's go to Mr. Karma. I want to see what's going wrong for the world champ. He's pulling out a sniper, and I think he wants some revenge. Study picked him with this snipe last round. Can he answer back?
And I think Nameless got him with the snipe the first round, so it's tough luck here. This time, Nameless is going to get taken out. Crim6 taken out as well for the Complexity squad as we are going to stay on board with TP.
And look at
Not
this.
trying to run it yet.
This time it's Merc
Merc's
behind enemy lines. Does Karma know about it?
Oh, Merc's got to capitalize on this opportunity, getting back here and causing a nuisance. He's going to just see if he can find TP or somebody. Karma in the middle of the map. You've got to wonder that maybe Merc can push around there.
Is that Merc doing work now?
It is. He's back there behind enemy lines making things happen.
So I'm looking here. Merc going to try and find Karma in the back. Karma searching. He knows that Merc is behind enemy lines. And most importantly, that bomb is down. Merc knows about it. He's called that out to Study. Study. He is going to try and find this player on the opposite side. There is one back lumber. Study won't see it, so it's all up to Merc now at a 1-on-2.
And Merc, he already crossed on the tracks of the opponent, so now he's going to see if he can get anybody. But it looks like this is a weird setup right now because nobody's on either close to B or A yet. So Merc's trying to see, like, where are these guys at? They're going to try to make something. Does try to get a kill and picks it up through the wall. That's going to be on Karma. So Merc and a 1v1, but gets taken out by Aches there. So tough run as now Complexity is able to take back the lead 2-1.
Nice job by Aches getting that bounce nade and then just cleaning them up with the MTAR. They knew what they were doing in that 2-on-1. Bait out one player, have the other one always in position to answer back if he's cleaned up. Envy back on the attack. Let's see where they're going with it. On the opposite side, I wanted to see where's Complexity going. They're going to send 2 to the left, 1 down the middle, even spread on the opposite side as Rambo once again with the bomb.
And make sure if you guys are doing the social push here and voting yes or no to use the hashtag XboxCOD as well, as we will get these votes coming in real time. You guys can see how everybody is stacking up in their opinions.
Early shots going down, and that is going to be Nameless winning his battle against Aches on red.
Study being very, very cool, calm, and collected here on crates, waiting to see if he can get a pickup. Aches already out of the equation as it's only 3 up for the Complexity squad. Study going to cook out a nade there, see if he can pick anybody up. He is not able to do so, as now it looks like they're going to try to get something going here for a setup.
Uh-oh.
Merc's going to catch a stun, so they do know that he's there, so he's got to just be careful here. Another one looks like they're coming out as we switch on board.
I'm just trying to find out who's going to make these moves in. I think it's going to be Merc. He's playing the most aggressive, the captain, trying to lead the charge, the bomb behind him, and Rambo. And Rambo knows he's got to get that bomb down soon. He's going to go for this plant. Meanwhile, kills being scored by Study in the middle of the map, and Rambo may have a player right in front of him after this bomb goes down. Study going to have to protect him.
And Study, he knows somebody's up there. Let's see if there's going to be a gunfight. He doesn't, actually. It was Karma that's up there and takes him out. Now Karma in a 2v1 situation. Let's see. Karma, after 2 rough rounds here, starting to catch a little bit of fire. And it's going to be a big situation to come up from there. Shots getting fired, and no, Rambo not allowing it, as back and forth these two teams have gone. Tied up 2-2 here.
Rambo is going to plant that bomb, play so patiently, and then finish out the round. Here we go, tie game going into round number 5. We're going to switch sides one more time. And who do you want to watch here on the attack?
Let's watch Karma again.
Karma again?
Yeah, just for a little bit to see how he does the break, because he had the sniper out. Looks like he's not going to go with that round anymore and starting to go a little bit faster. The smoke is out. Now you got to wonder if that's just a decoy or if they do want to make a quicker push here.
Oh, that's a straight up decoy. Look at everyone else pushing left here from Complexity. Front door being opened, as well as Krim is going to try and get behind enemy lines. Karma trying to get an angle on anyone who might come out of red.
Krim 6 taking it slow here. They've got to get a pick, but it looks like they're favoring this B plant as they're starting to make progress here. He's got to look up, check up, see if anybody's pointing down, trying to get him out here. With how slow the action has been at A, you've got to wonder if Envy is starting to calculate. It looks like they're calculating for this B rotation.
Uh-oh, shots going down as Nameless with his sniper is going to get another pick. Let's see Nameless. He's got 2 more players in front of him to the right. The charge is coming. Will he be able to deal with this? Has that MTAR in his back pocket. There's one, but no more in his base. Karma trying to come help out TP, desperately trying to get in there. TP defends himself pretty well, but there's more players around him.
And Karma, he's playing Ring Around the Rosie with whoever this is right here. Now he's waiting, and shots coming in from top red. Karma's going to get taken out, as now it is TP versus Study, Merc, and Rambo. Yeah, TP trying to get that bomb down here and not able to do it as he gets taken out by Study, and Envy takes the lead here. The boys in blues starting to show up here on Search and Destroy.
TP and Karma had an opportunity to win this round, but Karma taken out, and TP left all alone, gets the plant, but nothing more. Nice pinch there by Envy on the defensive end. Here they go on the attack once again. This is where they can pull away. I want to see, can Rambo keep it up? And Nameless, I've missed his snipes. I'm just going to stay on board with him until he dies.
Yeah, I think he deserves that at 8-4. That's a good call there, Puckett. As now he's got his buddy Merc right in front of him. Shots going into red. Merc, or Nameless rather, picks up the two-piece, and good choice on staying on him as now he's in the double digits. Nameless trying to make sure that his team wins this. Karma all alone for Complexity. He's got to take out two players in both Rambo and Nameless. So it's Study going against the veteran in Karma. Who's going to win this 1v1?
Karma versus the young gun,
Study.
and it is the young gun Study picking him through the window. Look at the reaction time from this shot.
Like he was ready for
it.
Made it happen.
First 3 bullets, all of them connecting. Incredible accuracy there. And these guys are now starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Nameless, the big two-piece at the start of that round. You're going to see a sniper come out for Study here on defense.
Jumping on, you want to stay? Who do you want to watch? You want to stay on
I got to see, can he get this intro snipe? He's playing aggressive with it too.
He wants it real bad. I can feel it. Oh, almost. But Crimsic's going to draw first blood, taking out Nameless. So Envy is going to be without their powerful Slayer right here in the search and destroy game. Rambo getting taken out as well. Ake's going to fall, and TP for the Complexity squad, making this a straight up 2v2.
Shots going down from Krim and Karma. Karma cleans up Study. Krim takes down Merc. And the duo will finish out this round, putting them back within 1 point. Nice shots by Krim 6 to finish that one out, and a great charge to red by Complexity. Now going into this next round, I'm going to turn off Oracle mode so you can see just what the players are seeing. Of course, Oracle mode, just a broadcaster tool. We're going to go with no outlines of the opponents, and I got to see Nameless off the break again.
I think, again, 10-6, so let's see what he's able to do here. Nameless with the Remington. You're going to switch over. Crimsix takes out Merc. Back on board with Nameless to see if anybody's going to come
already
out here.
too.
And Rambo gets taken out right as he was trying to get a plant on A. So tough situation off the get-go here for Envy as it leaves it just Study and Nameless.
Nameless on this left side. Study waiting for him to get a pick or get in position before he pokes. No one wants to die. And we'll see what he can do about it. There's a pick right here. Can Nameless get it? Yes, he can. But now it's Study in a 1-on-3.
And on board was Study here all alone. Was in a 1v1 last time where he was able to clean up Karma. Stakes a little bit higher here as he has to take out TP, Karma, and Crimsix. The bomb is down. They certainly know where it's at. The Complexity squad does. So Study just trying to eliminate a player. See, I mean, there's not a lot you can do here. You just got to take them one at a time to get this thing down. With 23 seconds left on the clock, he's going to look in by fire, see if he can pick anybody off. And there's somebody, it's TP, as he takes him out. Nice shooting by TP, and Complexity ties it up 4-4.
And look at this positioning from TP2. Study checked that corner, could barely see the tip of TP's head, and by the time he reacted, TP had him dead to rights. 4-4, we're going into round 9, all tied up. It's basically a best of 3 here in these last couple rounds.
And TP was in a good spot and fire there because it forces that player to actually have to go in and look in for that player. TP in particular, and in nice play, was able to take out Study as we jump on board with Crimsix to kick this round off, all tied up 4-4. TP, your bomb carrying objective player. Shot's going to be fired. Crimsix in retreat, almost was taken out, but it's going to be Rambo that gets taken out first for this Envy squad.
Yeah, big kill there from Karma to get first blood for Complexity. TP's going to see his teammate fall. Can't answer back. Great job. And that's what I love about Complexity. Whenever they get into an engagement, they make sure that if they drop a player, they always have someone else in position to trade.
And Aches here, middle of the map, a little bit of panic knife as he jumps down. You've got Crimsix, TP, and Aches against Nameless and Study. Crimsix got 4 consecutive kills as Nameless is going to take out TP. Aches trying to chase down an Envy player.
What an escape!
Not able to connect. And now he has to bounce out of there and get a new clip in. That was a wonderful escape by whatever Envy player that was. Crimsix takes out Nameless. Study come in with a pistol, takes out Crimsix, and now Aches versus Study and a 1v1.
All right, bombs down. Study's got to react to this. He's got the pistol. Now going to swap that out for an MTAR and pulls out the sniper, puts it away at the last second, missing that player. I'm going to turn off Oracle mode so you guys can see what Study is viewing right now on his monitor. You know his young heart is pumping right now.
That blood rate, yeah, your heart rate up there is just on another level. Probably your blood rate too.
Your blood rate, baby.
I make things up when I commentate. 15 seconds left on the clock. Study frantically looking to find this player. He knows he's got to go for the defuse, and now Aches knows that, takes him out. And after what was 4-2 in favor of Envy, 3 unanswered rounds in favor of Complexity as they're 1 away from going up 2-0 in the series.
Here we go, Fwiz. Loving what we're seeing here from Cole. They do not quit, and they're now looking to close it out. Aches and the boys on defense, but do not give up on Envy.
You got Nameless right now. He's got 12 kills. Can't sleep on that.
You want to see this dude?
Yeah, I think he's deserving.
He's going to be out of the action for a minute, but Study is looking for an early pick. Meanwhile, he's got some backup here from Merc. Rambo and Nameless working down low.
Study just waiting to see if he can get a pick. Not looking like anybody's going to be over there. Merc jumping on board with him. Karma decides to just kill TP.
Wow, he just freaked out.
Yeah.
He saw some movement, and that's just the reaction time. Yeah. I was watching that mini-map.
That's not good. What just happened there? And
Study gets a pick. Grenade hit markers for Rambo, but no kill. And there's the assist as Nameless will clean it up with the MTAR. Bomb's going to go down, or is it? Crim6 in the 1-on-3, and he will fall.
Man, yeah, Karma obviously frustrated with himself there. But if there's one person that'll forgive you, it's the kind-hearted TP.
He'll give you a hug after you kill him.
He sure will.
All good, Karma. But now, pressure's on the line here. 14 and 8 from Nameless. Overtime.
This is going to swing. And if you let this swing towards Complexity and they go up 2-0, it is a slippery slope that Envy has to go up in order to try to win this series. However, Envy closes this overtime out. 1-1. Life is good. We go into game 3.
Envy had more kills thanks to Nameless's 14 and 8, so they will have the advantage on defense. Crim6 and the boys trying to attack. Early shots going down, some cover fire. No kills yet scored, and already Crim can get this bomb down. He needs some protection, though.
As we switch on board with Aches here, you see the Complexity squad trying to get a pick off at the beginning of this round before they go for a plant.
Do you see Nameless on that minimap? I have him lit up too. Keep an eye on that yellow arrow in case he decides to come on the flank behind Aches.
He scares me right now, 14 and 8 as well. So Aches looking around, not able to see anybody.
Here's the red push.
And Envy, this is Complexity that's got to answer to Envy here. Nameless going to get taken out. That's going to be crucial as they've relied heavily on him to win these rounds.
So the flank is gone.
Oh, no.
The bomb going to be planted here by TP. And Crim is going to peek into red. Does he see the player up top? Great shots from Aches. Going to clean that up before Crim can even fire. Study 1-on-4. Complexity 1 kill away from going up 2-0 here.
And Study, he's not letting it happen yet. It's a 4v1. He's able to pick up Aches. Let's see if he can do something miraculous for this Envy squad, and he's not able to do it. And Complexity pulls out game number 2. They are 1 game away from taking home $400,000.
Wow.
Wow is right, my man.
Complexity down big early on.
It was 4-2.
Fighting back, Fwiz.
It was 4-2, and then you had Complexity go 3 unanswered rounds against Envy. Envy answers back, pushes in overtime, but ultimately it's Complexity that takes it out and goes away with the win and the 2-0 lead.
There you see it.
One more.
Aches saying to the squad, one more map, and we are the world champions for Call of Duty Ghost. Nameless and the boys on Envy. Got to dig deep here.
Nameless looks just like a baseball player with that hat on, doesn't he, man?
Here we go. Here's some of the best plays from that game number 2. Here's Crim6 finishing the 1-on-1. Study showing off his sniper prowess. And then
to a collateral there, wasn't
love this grenade followed up with the MTAR from behind. Study 1-on-1 versus Teep at the end here as well. And the Young Guns had some great plays. I thought Envy had this one all locked up. But where did Complexity go the biggest, Fwiz?
Honestly, it was that 4-2 where they started firing on all cylinders. I believe it would have been round 7 there, and when they won those 3 straight rounds, that was really where you started worrying about Envy. And then again, it cannot be a one-man show. It was even though like Nameless had 14 kills there. I think he finished 14 and 9. You can't just let one guy do all the work like that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's tough to pull it out, and they weren't able to do it, obviously.
He's going so big, though.
He's playing well, man. We've been talking about him a lot. I try not to, like, you know, ride on a player for so long, but, man, Nameless has just played
This is the tournament of his life.
Oh,
I'll just say it straight up. He has been on fire today. Championship Sunday. Envy's got to dig deep, but first, the world premiere of the gameplay trailer of Call of Duty Ghosts' new DLC pack, Devastation. Call of Duty plus Eminem, man.
Dude,
gets you a little bit pumped up.
I dig that track, man. I dig that track. Call of Duty always puts like together the best like montages and trailers, man.
Always.
Always, dude.
Never let down by some of that awesome footage. It's so excited for this DLC pack, of course, for small to medium-sized maps. So we'll see what's going to work for competitive, hopefully.
Yeah, Unearthed, I think is called one of them, and Dome. It's like Dome from one of the Modern Warfare 2 or 3 rather map, and I like that. So it's
a little throwback there.
Yeah, it is a little throwback. I like when they bring some of those old maps, redesign them, throw them back into the swing of things.
Well, we'll be playing. I can dig it. We'll be playing quite a bit of that. I have a feeling here.
Sure. As soon as we get out of here,
I'm gonna rip you up, son.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
1v1 me, bro.
Ripper. I'm gonna rip you at AR. I'm gonna rip you at SMG range.
Shoot.
Doesn't matter. All right. Well,
please.
2 games down, Fwiz, and now we have a huge game number 3 coming our way. Blitz is gonna be the 3rd map in the best of 5. If Complexity wins this, they are crowned world champions.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's crazy that it's already down to the line right, so quick.
Right. It's only been like 25 minutes here.
I know, man. I really thought, here, good price breakdown. So Optic Gaming finished 3rd. They're already taking home that $120,000. Good Lord knows what Scumpy's doing with that money right now. Strictly business. Trident T1 Daughters, big props to Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out all the way in the World Championship and finishing 5th. Then you've got FaZe, Rise Nation, Vex Revenge, and that's the price breakout.
Yeah, I want to show a lot of love there to Vex Revenge as well. The top squad from Canada coming over. They really impressed a lot of people this weekend, but I think the most impressive squad of the day, definitely Complexity. We'll see if they can close it out. Blitz Warhawk is going to be game number 3. We saw Complexity fall by just 1 cap here to Optic Gaming, but their defense is so strong on this map. Karma is going to be that lead defenseman. On the other side, Rambo is going to get sneaky. Look for him to be your cap leader.
All right, so, Complexity's just letting everybody know. It's like, one more game here, one more game. And they know they'll be the championship victors, but Envious trying to stop that from happening. But now they've got to do it here on this Blitz Warhawk game.
We see your tweets, guys. Keep sending them in. Use that hashtag XboxCOD. I'm going to keep Oracle mode on for this entire game as it's so important to keep an eye on where all the players are going. Big defensive plays need to be scored here at the start by Envy because it looks like Aches has slipped behind enemy lines. On the opposite side, we do have an Envy player challenging on that bottom left. Merc will be taken out at the same time as Aches coming off the respawn. It looks like Merc is now going to try and push Water Tower.
And Merc here, you wonder if he's going to bust out this gate or not. As now you see somebody and he's going to get taken out there. That is Crim6 with the pickup.
We got a cap opportunity for TV. No, says Study. That's my base, son. Crim6, the next farthest pushed up player for Complexity. He'll go down as well as Aches is making sure this left side is shut down.
Aches picking up Rambo. Nice kill there. Study was a wonderful stop there. And that gate finally does get open.
Thank you, says Aches.
Aches takes out Merc. He was wondering when he was going to open it. And bad timing for Merc just as he swings it out.
A cap going in.
That's right, for Envy. But Aches trying to get one of his own, but he gets taken out there. Study on the defense. And now it is tied 1-1 as Study was focusing on Aches. Another cap came in, and I think that was TP that ended up getting it.
That was the same thing that happened on the opposite side of the map. Let's go over to Nameless. The man is 4-2. He's been playing so well in this series. Not going to win that knife fight. And we're now going back to Rambo and Study as they need to clear out their base. Down goes Rambo. Study, last man in position to stop this push from Cole. He's now going to have teammates coming off that spawn. And Nameless again with a big 2-piece. Study adding to the kill feed. 3 down. Last man standing is going to be Karma, I believe, behind enemy lines.
And on board with Karma now. He's yet to get a kill in this game. Struggling in the first 2 minutes of this Blitz round. He's going to get confronted by 2 players here and not able to pick up either one of them. As they switch over to Crim6, he grabs a kill. Shooting down range by the tank, not able to connect, only getting hit markers and can't pick up that kill. As smoke's coming in, he's got to call that out for his squad to prevent the cap. You've got to wonder if someone's going to be able to stop it. Crim6 finally picks up that kill as Study and him were having just a complete shootout right there between tank and top.
Here's going to be another one as it looks like 2 Envy players in the base. Crim checks checking all corners, let one player go out front, but didn't look left, and he will be caught by Merc. Karma in the back of his own base here for Complexity, taking out Nameless. Nice job on defense from both sides, as only 2 points on the board after about 3 minutes. Now, Fwiz, who do you think is going to be the key player for this Envy squad in the remainder of this game?
Look, I look to Study that's been playing phenomenal defense to keep doing it, and he's got a cap to his name. So I think Study can be a big X factor for the squad.
Egg sneaking through is going to make it a 2-1 lead for Complexity. Big kills being scored by TP and Karma. That's going to stop the push. There is one player beat. Can Eggs take him down? Yes, he can. All map control belongs to Complexity. TP slipping by them once again. Envy now trailing 2 points as Complexity starting to pull away.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to bring Study back to play a little bit more passive and watch that, because Crimson's getting close as well. Now, there are 2 players as he goes through Gina's. You can see with the Oracle, he's got one to his left, but I don't think anybody's there to pick him up. And no, just in time is Nameless to stop that. But now you've got TP back here as well. Very close. Looks like he's not going to get stopped by anyone. And boom, Complexity up 3. Envy's got to do something, get situated here, stop the bleeding.
Now, if you guys are watching this game, of course, watch the gunfights that are on your screen, but also I'm going to be highlighting the players that are closest to scoring. Rambo right now has snuck past all of Complexity. Complexity may have even let him go through, as now they have multiple players inside the Envy base. Rambo will score. He's immediately got to transition to defense, and that's a simple trade. When Complexity's up, they will trade with you the rest of this game mode.
And on board with Rambo here as it is 5-2, 3 caps. He's going to get taken out by Crimsix. A little aerial view is going to show you that Karma's playing defense, and too many players in there as Nameless takes out Crimson. He was not able to get the cap. Aches ran right by there. Yeah, he did. I was like, I don't know if that Envy player saw him or not, but he did absolutely indeed. That was Nameless as we switch on board with him. Again, the poll guys, you know how to do it down below. You've been watching to figure it out. Just make sure you use Xbox COD as your hashtag, and then let us know. Do you think Complexity is going to win this one, or do you feel like Envy might be able to crawl back in this?
Nameless checking all corners here on the far right side of the map, is going to be pushing from the top. Was he spotted? Looks like a smoke goes down to distract. He's going to run on the other side of that smoke, but he's spotted. Rambo, meanwhile, going to use that smoke as well to his advantage. 2 players to beat. The defense too strong. I told you, look out for Karma, and Karma is making Ray know, this is my base. Get out, son. No one is scoring on Cole.
The post-body shots, it's kind of a thing in Call of Duty. Obviously, Karma has a lot of respect for Rambo. You know, they played together and whatnot, but
you got soundproof headsets on, man.
Yeah, exactly. You got soundproof headsets on.
It's the only way to talk smack.
It's I look at it as like a love tap. Don't read into it too much. It's not like this far level of disrespect. I've got some tweets about this particular issue, so I felt like I'd throw in
I appreciate you clearing that up. Honestly, I think it's a mental game, and I'm all about that in any competition. I'm a trash talker myself. If I was on that main stage, I'd be shooting all the bodies. Rambo getting tagged up, so we know that Complexity is aware of his position. Can he win his gunfight, though? Everyone back at the base, he's got to wait for some support. There is some defense being laid down here by Study as well. You called it, Fwiz. Study is now going to focus on that defensive play. He's got to get this kill here with Nameless.
He's done such a good job at defense, but with him staying back, if he is going to play this kind of goalie approach, Karma was doing it for Complexity last game back here, you've got to rely, and these 3 players, and Merc, Rambo, and Nameless need to come up big.
You can't play defense when you're getting killed. TP taking him out in the one-on-one, but Rambo there to answer back. Ix is going to let Rambo go, and it actually is going to go against them as he's taken out from the left side. Here comes Envious winning lots of gun battles. Nama's going to push up on a player on left side. He's going to double back to Gina's opportunity for a double. The defense too strong for now, but here comes Rambo.
And that aerial view, there's Aches there able to stop it. You've got players coming in for Complexity on the spawn, retreating back. Rambo fighting to get in there. 5-2, only 3 minutes and 38 seconds left on this clock.
Nice kill by Rambo. He's still alive, man.
Yeah, he is a beast right now, but they've got Aches and TP here. They're going to hunt him down and take him out.
Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Crimson gets tagged up but not killed. He should score, and he does. 6-4 or 6-2, a 4-point advantage now here for Complexity in the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, you look, it's 6-2, 4 points. You've got some time to get back in this.
Lots of time.
So you can't worry about that. But they've got to move quicker. They've got to make something happen here. Just getting a cap or two will help from a momentum standpoint. You don't want them to think it's like, well, guys, we're packing it up. You know, this is game 3. It looks like we're not going to win this one. Get that attitude up. Feel like you can come back and win a long series, because that's what Envy's going to have to do. It's a long road, realistically, if they're going to be able to pull this out, and it starts right here.
Complexity able to get these multi-kills. Envy just falling short of them. Nameless has been slaying his heart out, but it's not enough. There's another kill for him on the mid street, and now he's going to be coordinating with Rambo. You know, Rambo spotting 2 players, but Complexity's too smart, Rambo. You got to go for some kills at some point, and I'm surprised that Envy has not made that apparent yet.
On board with Nameless here. He's going to get the street all smoked out, cut back through a gate, and see if he's going to see somebody at 10 here. Does. Picks up Aches. Nice shooting by Nameless. As now he's going to try to wrap up in here. Another player. It's going to be Karma with an AR that takes him out.
Here we go for Merc. Another 2 players back playing defense. Complexity is turtling up. They will send a player forward if they get 2 or 3 dead, but look for them to stay happy and just have a wide spread across the middle of the map. Right now, Aches is going to be pushing down that mid street. Let 1 player go. He's going to see a second to his right. Can he answer back? Almost turning and burning. Won't be able to get that kill. Meanwhile, TP is now pushed up after winning his gun battle.
TP hanging out here. He's got his buddy Crim6 across from him. Nameless is down, waiting to spawn back in. Crim6 getting taken out by Study. 4-point lead here, 1 minute and 38 seconds left. If Envy doesn't do something right now, this will be over here. They've got to step up. TP gonna get stopped here so they still can make something happen with 1 minute and 28 seconds left. But Complexity that much closer to being crowned your world champion, and Nameless has to do something right here for his squad.
Another cap going through, and that is just so defeating mentally. You know you're down 4, now down 5. The final 72 seconds on the clock. This is looking like it could be all over in a matter of seconds. Aches and the crew pushing forward, surging. Only Nameless and Study up for Envy. No one pushing up yet. Finally, Nameless able to break here on the left side. If he wins this battle, there is one more defender here from Cole. 53 seconds left here.
Oh, Nameless is able to take out Karma, but that's it. That's it for them, you know. 6 points, 43 seconds left.
Not enough time. Complexity knows it. They're not putting down the controller yet. They're going out with a bang. The battle is for who can get the most kills. Is it Aches? Is it Crim6? Aches, the captain, a phenomenal series, 23, 18, and 3. They know the records will go down. He wants to make sure that the score is in their favor as big as possible. Complexity has this one locked up, Fwiz.
Man, 3-0 sweep. I'm surprised that that's actually how everything went down here, but ultimately Complexity is going to be able to pull it out, and they are going to be crowned your 2014 World Champion winners here. What an amazing play by them. I mean, look at these guys. The bro love is coming out. Complexity, obviously the favorites going into this tournament here, and Aches and all of them are happy. And again, we talk about how Aches can be kind of a controversial figure in the scene. These guys all, for the most part, get along behind the scenes, and you can show it. Obviously, frustration coming out of MV, TP, and Merc hanging out. These guys have battled against one another for years on years now, so they have so much respect in the world for them.
Look at the happy faces there on Complexity. Congratulations to them one more time, and what a way to finish. Complexity here in the grand finals. They played nearly flawless in that final series.
And there's Mr. X. He joined us in the booth commentating with us, but he is indeed the coach of Complexity. He has helped out this squad over the past year in a big way. They can attest to that as well. And just the Complexity organization sharing a good moment together here and enjoying it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the 2014 Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox is Complexity.
Oh, look at the confetti. Woo! I want to go down. Let's go party.
Give it up for these legends. They have waited a year for this moment, Fwiz.
Look at all that, man. That's good for them. Great battle between these two squads. You gotta love it.
All right, guys, we are down here on the floor with Complexity. This is such a huge win for you guys. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
It's pretty crazy. You know, we're world champions. It's my second one. This is exactly what we wanted.
Well, okay. I got to ask you, Patrick. You are now the Call of Duty world champion. Is Complexity the greatest team in the history of Call of Duty?
It's just a start. We're going undefeated this entire year. I love my team. We're the best team in the game. No one's going to touch us at all.
TP, I got to ask you, too. How do you feel, buddy?
I'm so proud of my teammates. We finally have a core 4 of guys that just want it more than everyone else. Props to everyone else that played against us, but we want it more. We showed it here. World champs.
Congratulations once again to Complexity, ladies and gentlemen. Boys in the booth, back to you.
Thank you, Golden Boy. Congrats to Complexity. Man, 11 tournaments.
Yeah.
They have won 9, including the most important one of the year. They are by far the greatest team in Call of Duty right now.
And not even $400,000 can make Crim6 smile.
Not even 400,000, Crimbot.
There will one day you will smile, Crim6.
He'll send us a selfie
Yes,
later, I'm
one
sure,
day,
with
yeah.
a bunch of cash and a big old happy Crim smile. Wow.
I can't wait to throw those rings on. Karma, back to back world champion. He's going to be your first player ever in the history of Call of Duty. He's got 2 rings now. I know, I got to say, that's awesome, though.
2 rings.
Somebody get a picture with them on.
This is the start of a dynasty, in my opinion,
it is.
Fwiz. This crew, I do not see them losing. They are so strong. They are one of the best teams we have seen in any competitive esports title. Let's send it back on down to the floor with Justine.
All right, guys, we're here with your Call of Duty championships. Now, I mean, what does this mean for you guys? I mean, this is so amazing.
I think we set this goal a year ago after we got 4th at the last Call of Duty Championships, and we made a few roster changes, but this one now, I mean, like you said before, we're the only team with the drive that really wants nothing but winning, and it means everything, and I think I'm more excited than anyone here.
Well, what about you guys? I mean, are you not excited? This is amazing.
We're stoked, man. The past year we've had success, but it all didn't matter if we didn't win this one. Shout out to all our fans for supporting us along the way. We're here to win for you.
All right, guys, well, that is enough questions. Let's get to the moment that you guys have been working so hard for. To help us out, our friends from Infinity Ward, the developers of Call of Duty Ghosts, present to you guys our check. One more round of applause for these guys. So on behalf of Activision, Infinity Ward, and Microsoft, congratulations to the 2014 winners of the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. Congratulations, guys.
All right, so there it is. You see Joe, Tina, Candace, and everyone from IW congratulating the world champions. So proud of this team. It has been fun to watch these guys train to prepare for this moment. You know how badly Aches and TP wanted that check, and that trophy means more to them than you will ever know.
Oh, for sure. Just another one to add to the mantle, though, man. It's they're going to need to get a storage space for all these trophies they keep winning.
For darn sure. Guys, that is going to do it for our week, and we saw so many incredible games, so many epic upsets, squads from all over the world representing their hometown, and there you see the rings. Karma second, a first for Crim, a first for TP, and of course, their captain Aches.
With our powers combined. That's what they look like right now, showing off the rings. But big stuff for these guys. And again, a big congratulations to Complexity Gaming. They've put in all the work and effort and have certainly deserved these accolades and that $400,000 cash prize.
We're not done with esports here in Call of Duty. More matches will be coming up. Make sure you keep an eye on Complexity. Follow the champions on Twitter. For Fwiz and everyone here at Activision, Xbox, and Call of Duty, thank you for watching the Call of Duty Championship presented